So that was basically it. I wanted more out of life and I was so tired of working for somebody else. So I started looking, and it took me 6 years to find Arbonne. 6 years. I tried many things in between. And I'm going to share with you tonight why I actually chose Arbonne. There was several things that sort of really shook me to the core about what made this different. And the rest is history. That was 15, almost 16 years ago. And I'm still as excited as I was on the very first day. So let me introduce Carla Lupo, and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself.
And 12 years ago, Maggie's what got me excited about this industry, along with many others. But I was able to meet Maggie. I was a shy girl 12 years ago, but I want to tell you a little bit about me and my journey. So Carla Lupo, independent consultant, national vice president. Prior to Arbonne, I worked in the financial industry. I worked at a bank. Yes, I did. I went to school to be a teacher, never became a teacher. And then I ended up working at a bank. I stayed consistent. I stayed comfortable. I wasn't ready to get uncomfortable. I go along this journey of trying to figure out what else is good for me out there. I couldn't find anything. Along comes this opportunity. I was a dead no to this opportunity. The product cleared my skin. It made my skin look incredible. I was still a no to the opportunity. And then lo and behold, I just buried myself into, why is this happening? What does this mean? Should I go take a look at this? And that was 12 years ago. I fell in love with the brand of Arbonne. I knew the product changed my skin. I just didn't know the business was going to change my life. And here we are 12 years later, still excited as the first day we signed this business, because I chose to say yes to me. I chose to say yes to helping others. And that doesn't happen overnight. Overnight success is not possible. So I knew that what I focused on consistently would compound over time. So here we are. Yes, national vice president and executive national vice president doesn't mean a thing. It just means we chose to stick it out longer than maybe the average person. And here we are. We're excited about our simple system. We're excited to help more people in 2022. But guess where it starts? It starts with Maggie and I. It starts with us helping, breathing hope into people, empowering people. And that's what we're here to do tonight.
So excited. And what I love about this is it really hit me a little while ago that it is so simple. And that's the key to this business, is actually keeping it simple, because simple duplicates, right? And when I was thinking about it, there's 3 reasons why I joined Arbonne. 3 reasons why I think everybody who joins Arbonne should really understand why they're joining. Look at these 3 categories and then decide, do they really speak to you? Are we speaking to you what your life is right now? I mean, is your life lighting you on fire? If not, you got to change. Nobody's going to change it for you. And what have you got to lose? And I'm going to show you tonight, we're going to show you this really simple system that we do that absolutely duplicates. But I want to give you some history first before. So the 3 things that I really believe that set us apart, number 1 is our culture. And who else but Carla who can really speak to the beauty of Arbonne's culture? I mean, we always say the product and the business gets you in, but the culture is what keeps you here.
Absolutely. So I always worked on a team with my prior work, but when I found this opportunity, and the first thing I felt in that meeting was a sense of belonging. It was the best feeling in the world. And I'll tell you what that's done for me. It's given me personal growth. It's allowed me to have cognitive growth and the ability to emphasize that to others. Guys, whether we're part of a gym, whether we're part of whatever, being part of a team and being accountable is what drives me today. So the number one thing, yes, we love the money. Yes, we love the trips. Yes, we love the perks. But Maggie and I will always say this, the culture is what keeps me here and will always keep me here.
What is it about the culture, Carla, that you think sets us aside from other companies?
I'll be honest with you guys. For me, it's the people that think different. Like when I worked at a bank, everybody was out for themselves. When I'm here, it's everybody's willing to help each other, whether they benefit financially from you or not. So that stood out to me. I could go to anybody and felt like I belonged and they didn't gain financially from me. And Maggie, you pointed that out actually probably maybe the fifth or sixth time I've met you. And then when the company took me to Arizona, that was my first trip, that's where I saw the culture. And when I saw the culture in Arizona, I was talking to other national vice presidents that didn't even know me, but yet I felt like they knew me. And that to me stood out. That culture to me, that feeling, right? People will forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel, is exactly what got me.
Yeah. And me being a logical thinker, I always come back to the logistical side of things. Why do we have that kind of culture? And it's really a culture of abundance. How can we be so encouraging of everybody in the business? They're like, aren't we in competition? And that's what I realized. We aren't in competition. Every single person in my neighborhood could be using Arbonne's products. Everybody could be building a business. We're simply changing where we shop. It's the coolest thing. And we have so many different products and it's so global and we haven't gone to all the countries that we can go to yet. So to me, there's such an abundant culture because we know we're just at the tip of the iceberg and that everybody can have success together. And that kind of leads us to our second point that really, really makes you fall in love with Arbonne. And I have to say, this is one of my favorites. It's the compensation plan. Guys, this is a business. We have to be able to make money. So shout it from the rooftops that you absolutely can make money. If you just want to make $200 to $300 a month, you can absolutely do that. But if you want a multi-million-dollar business, you can do that too, or anything in between. So Carla's going, I'm going to share my screen here and Carla's going to talk to this because every single person right now, I truly believe needs a plan B. Absolutely. And this can start as your plan B and become your plan A if that's something you want. So here, I'm going to share my screen.
And this slide resonates with me too, because I started this business for money. You know, I didn't start for culture. I didn't know how amazing the culture was, but I started for money. And looking at this slide right here, I want you to understand that this business can be whatever you want it to be. You can make as much as you want, or you can make as little as you want. You can always go to www.earnings.com for more information, but I want you to understand the power of a lot of people, a lot of people doing a little. That's the biggest thing that I got out of this comp plan. So I was able to dream bigger because when I was working at my day job, I was doing all the work. So having duplicated myself and teaching and training others is what I wanted so badly, so desperately, because I wanted to work smarter, not harder. So here's the basic averages. There's 4 levels of management. I'm going to just take you through quickly my journey so you can understand that this is not a get rich quick. District manager took me 60 days to get there. Area manager took me 5.5 months to get there. Regional vice president, 3.5 years, and national vice president, 5 years. I worked this consistently, not constantly. I worked a 40-hour work week. I had 2 small kids. I was a wife. I was a cleaning lady. I was a mom. I was everything, but yet I had a thriving Arbonne business because I worked this in my day. Now, these are the averages. Of course, people make less. Of course, some people make more, but it's really what you want out of it. So I want you to take a look at what are your needs. Is it to make a lot of money? Is it to make a little bit of money? You're in the driver's seat for once of your paycheck with this industry. And you know what I'm going to say before I give it to Meg, is for once, bank on your efforts. This company allows you to do that. And that's what I loved so much about the comp plan.
I actually started this business for a different reason, not necessarily because I love the product. I had been doing another business for 5 years, and I started that business because I loved the product, but I didn't love the product and the business. When I really understood the business, I wasn't able to make much money. I was putting in the same effort, but making a lot less. When I saw the Arbonne compensation plan, when I saw the simple system for success, I thought, oh my God, this is it. So this brings me to point number 3, the absolute reason why Arbonne is an incredible business forever. Guys, we've been in business for 42 years now. Why are we still on fire with growth? It is because we have an amazing, really current, consumable product. It's consumable. The business I used to do before Arbonne was in jewelry. It wasn't consumable. I was looking for new customers. And so a consumable product that everybody already uses, guys, I don't want to be convincing everybody that they got to get on all these new products, okay? So one of the things that really hit me when I started my business was that they had a simple system that duplicated. And as Carla mentioned, it's about a lot of people doing a little. It's not about you going on Instagram and selling a ton of product. And I think that might be what it appears, but it's really so incredibly different. This is about inspiring somebody to actually find a few customers and then teaching them how to find a few customers and teaching somebody else to find a few customers. It's about a lot of people having a few customers. Okay, that is how you have time to do it when you have a crazy busy life. The number one reason people don't start a network marketing business is they say they're too busy. Guys, 10 hours a week can change your life, but you need to have a simple system that duplicates. And when I started 15 years ago, we didn't even have nutrition. It's a huge part of our line now. Also, we're in the kind of crazy times where we're not getting together in big groups. We're not having home parties and things like that as much. So we need a system that actually is so simple. Anybody could do it, whether you wanted to be using social media or whether you don't use social media. This system duplicates, and we call it our Fizz Bizz. Okay? It's so simple. So if you want to start Arbonne, basically recommend that you start this way. You don't have to, but we recommend. You want to start with 5 boxes of our #1 selling product, or in our top selling products for sure, and that is our Arbonne Energy Fizz. It is incredible. We drink it every day. We love it. It goes crazy when new flavors come out. Guys, we can absolutely build a business with this one product alone, but we have 250 others. But the key to success is to focus on something and duplicate it, and we focus on the best. Okay, so this is what we do. We buy 5 boxes of Energy Fizz. 1, this is a suggestion. 1, you're going to keep for yourself because you're going to absolutely love it. And when you love something, you talk about it. You have to love this product. You can't do it if you don't love this product. Okay, so make sure you try it, fall in love, and this is going to start your business on fire. You're going to take the other 4 boxes, that's about 120 packages of Fizz, and you are going to give them out. We're going to coach you, we're going to mentor you, we're going to show you what to say, we're going to help you talk to people. This is not about getting sales. This is about inspiring them to maybe change their life. This is about maybe just enjoying our Fizz and having more energy, because who doesn't need more energy these days, and becoming more positive. But the real goal for me is to be able to offer somebody this incredible gift. This has been a gift in my life like I have never seen. It's changed my life so dramatically that I cannot hold it back. I have to offer it to somebody. So if I just offer them a Fizz, I'm just wanting to sell them product. And I want so much more than that. I want to change their life. I want them to change their own lives. And the only way to do it is to take a chance on yourself. That's our system. Guys, so imagine if you gave out 120 packages of Fizz sticks. You can mail them, you can hand them out, you could whatever. And then you follow up with people with our help and our coaching, and you find maybe 3 or 4 people who want to buy them out of 120. That's it. I know you're going to find more, but let's say you have a few loyal customers. And then you find 3 or 4 people who go, oh, okay, this is a pretty simple system. I could do that. Okay, start with your 5 boxes of Fizz, we'll hand them out. And then they have a few customers and they have a few people who join their team, and 2 sponsors, 2 more, sponsors 2 more. And you see how that starts to duplicate? You have an entire success line below you then. You have a team working together. You get paid because you are coaching and mentoring those people with our help. And we are simply handing out Fizz. I mean, it's so simple, but the stuff is we call it our like crack cocaine version of, Arbonne.
Tyler calls it our hero product.
Our hero product. Okay, that's a more professional way of saying it.
Crack cocaine or hero, it's all good.
Yes. So we run with this, and then people start to discover all the other 250 products that we have, our incredible 30 days to healthy living nutrition system, our skincare that keeps us looking so incredibly young over the years. There are so many products that you will absolutely fall in love with, but this simple system means that anybody can do this anywhere in the world. We have people on the call tonight from Australia, from Vancouver, from the United States, from Poland, the UK. We have people all over the world listening in and taking part in this. But your job is simply to go and share this with other people. So I'm going to leave everybody with one little word, and it is, if you are a guest on this call, make sure that you ask the consultant who brought you on here for a recommended cart. And that person will send you a recommended cart on what it costs to start your Arbonne business this month. The best time of the year is to do it before the end of December, because you can write it off for 2021. Those are all your business samples, guys. You write it all off. So it's not going to cost you much. And then they're going to help you get started. I mean, it's the coolest thing. So ask for the recommended cart. So that's it, system. That's our system. It's so simple. It's so easy. It's duplicatable. And we have a consumable product that people want to buy every single month. It's brilliant. So Carla's going to leave you just a few words of wisdom to inspire you for tonight.
Okay. So if someone would have told me something 12 years ago, I wish they would have told me to own my vision. And listen, I didn't know, like, I'm just coming in this green. I'm a worker. I didn't understand the power of a vision. And if I can leave you with some words tonight, is what I've learned in the last 12 and a half years is to own your vision and hold it very tight. I want you to believe with all your heart that there will be people that don't see your vision, but all that you need to know is that you see it. Because when I started this business, I had a vision, but nobody saw my vision. Only I did. But I kept consistent and I held on to that vision and I protected it. You need to protect it. Build a business. If it's this business, amazing, welcome aboard. If it's not, you build something as big as you can build, as big as you can imagine, okay? Protect it like you would your child. Build it like a fortress. And once you do that, and stay consistent at it, okay? Because nothing's gonna happen overnight. This is not a get rich fast. I will tell you something, it will become priceless. Priceless. Because your vision is priceless. You don't need everybody to see your vision. They will in time. I need you to see your vision. So when you're looking at your goals for 2022, what is your vision? I know my vision. I just spoke to my team this morning and I told them that I wrote my vision down on paper and they're like, you did already? It's like the 14th. I'm like, yeah, no time like the present. So I wrote my vision for 2022. I wrote what I want to see different. I wrote what I want to change, because guess what? Vision and change starts with you. That's what I want to leave you with.
Thanks, Carla. You're so inspiring.
Someday.
It reminds me of way back when I was deciding to do this business. I almost was at the point where I was like, okay, no more. The only thing that was going to change my life was me. And I was tired of waiting for it to happen on its own. Guys, think of where you're going to be in 5 years if you keep doing what you're doing now. Like, that blew me away.
Yeah.
I'd be in the exact same place. But imagine where you could be in 5 years if you just started doing something small for yourself. Borrow our belief in you, because I truly believe that everybody has it in them. They absolutely have it in their core. You just need to light that fire in you and believe that you can do this. And let me tell you, when you got a Fizz going alongside you, you can do this, okay? So borrow our belief, reach out to your consultant who asked you to get on this call, and to all the consultants on this call, reach out to your Fizz customers. I mean, let them know about this simple system that we have, and ask them if now might be the time, because it is a very challenging time for people. They need a business that they can do virtually. They need a business that they can do simply. They need a business that they can just do, you know.
Not only that, Meg, they need community, they need inspiration, they need money, they need everything that we have to offer.
Yeah.
Right. So we don't know what that box is for them, but if we don't ask, we'll never know. Don't assume. That's the biggest thing, a lesson I've also learned. Don't compare, don't assume, ask. You know, I have this thing that I tell my family, my team all the time. We're not asking for a body part, eh? We're asking them to take a look at a plan B. You know, so many of us don't do the ask. And I'm looking on my accountability group. You should see the amount of people like, oh my God, I asked and she said yes. I'm like, imagine if you didn't.
I mean, what if it worked? That's what I kept thinking. What if it worked and I didn't do this?
Absolutely.
You know, and it's still 15 years later, and there's no bad time to start Arbonne. There's people with hair and skin drinking Fizz around the world everywhere. Right?
Yeah.
We all need this. So, and we haven't even gone global yet. So we're so excited about the future. We're so excited for all of you. Thank you for coming on the call.
We're going to do more of these. So invite your guests. We're going to be pumping January with them for sure.
Yeah. Love you guys.
Okay, guys. Thank you
Bye.
so much. I thank you for joining in. Thank you for taking your time.